Right, welcome back everyone to the Natural Physique Coaching Podcast. Myself, Finn, and Matt here. We believe Noah is just unconscious, conked out because he's ill. Matt and I also ill, so fuck Noah Campbell. All my homies hate Noah Campbell. He was getting ill on Saturday, and then I thought I was fine because I
No,
felt
no, he was ill on Friday, so I met him at Birmingham Airport. He dapped me up,
uh,
and I was like, "How are you, mate?" He was like, "I'm ill."
we've just
Great,
tapped him up.
great. Let me just chop off my hand.
We were in a car with him the whole time as well. It was bound to happen. But I thought I was fine, and then Sunday night I was going to bed and I just couldn't clear my throat, and I was like, here we go. This is not going to be good. Woke up on Monday yesterday, really not feeling the greatest. It's not like I'm fully flattened out, like just cooked, but I feel pretty ass. What about you, Matt? How bad are you?
I'm like on the way back up. Like I'm feeling better. I was saying to fitness like my energy levels are all right, and like my body doesn't feel like achy or anything. But I'm just like coughing up so much phlegm now. My throat was like the first symptom, where I was like feels like somebody stabbed my throat. When I woke
Ideal.
up on Sunday morning. But I'm not as bad. I thought like last night I was feeling really good, and I was like, oh, I might actually go to like cardio or something in the morning. And then I woke up and I was like, I'm kind of going downhill again. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not training until Thursday anyway. I was already planned in, so it's
I mean,
kind of
already had a deload,
worked
so
out well.
Finn, you're just an absolute gene of seen it through the wellness.
Yeah, I don't know whether I think it's the travel, to be honest, for you boys. Like I can't I could be like, oh, I don't get ill, but like the difference from like I was absolutely trashed from that meetup. Like these last 2 days, today I felt a bit better, but yesterday and Sunday I honestly felt awful. Like not ill, but just like so drained. I was saying to Megan, I was like, what is wrong with me? Like when you just feel like you're not there.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like and the whole day I just felt like I wasn't in my own head. I was so slow. Like yesterday's check-ins took me like so long. I was like, what is wrong with me? And Sunday was like a day of like catching up on work from the meetup and stuff. And that was when you drove back, wasn't it? So like we went on a nice walk, and me and Megan went and got a coffee and stuff. I just felt like I wasn't there all day.
yeah,
Um, but then for you boys, add on top of that traveling. Like it's no wonder that you do get ill, especially with how often you have been traveling. So like
yeah.
for me, like luckily I've still got my own bed and things like that, and it does make a massive difference. Like in terms of just how well rested you feel. Although I still didn't, me and Megan didn't sleep amazingly at the weekend. Um, but yeah, I don't think I don't have any signs of illness, but I do feel trash, so I'm taking 4 days off from Thursday. Just like annoying injuries creeping up, and I say it's my own fault. I haven't been an idiot post show with my training at all, but I've trained with Josh a couple times and done some different movements. And throughout prep, I literally, and even throughout off season, I did the same movements for literally like probably a year plus. And then like me and Josh did the gym left leg chest press, and my right shoulder's fucked. And it's like great, like I shouldn't have. No, but like it's my own fault. I could have gone, no, I'm not doing it, but I wanted to just be like, right, let's just do a session together. What do you fancy doing next? All right, I'll choose this, you choose that, that kind of thing. But
Yeah,
I do need to just be like, as annoying as it is and as sad as it is, I have to be so strict with my exercise selection, otherwise I just get injured.
yeah,
And it's like so fucking annoying, but like it then impacts your mental health massively. Like these last few days, I've felt really shit, partly because my training's been shit,
yeah.
because I'm trying to work around these niggles. So we'll take 4 days off. Tried to do push today. Literally got on the Smith one plate, and it's like I can't do that. Like my right shoulder just feels like it's gonna go. So I just had to do the HD presses, both loaded in the short, both just like 3 plates for 2-3 sets, and they felt okay. I got a half decent session, but yeah, luckily I'm not ill, just injured instead.
Yeah, I mean, you're just hitting unk status and falling apart. That's the
I
main
am
thing.
getting old. Yeah, no, I think it's also just like, and it's normal. Like you don't get injured within a prep because generally, like you're as you get leaner and leaner, like as much as you can train as hard as possible, like you're also very, very safe and very sensible because you feel brittle. And then as you start to put on a bit more body weight and body fat, and you feel less brittle and you feel like a little bit more indestructible, you essentially go for that extra rep, or you add that extra set, or you do that different exercise that you haven't done before, and then you end up getting hurt. So yeah, lessons learned.
Also, the consequences are a little bit bigger and higher when you're in prep. Like, if I do fuck myself up here, it's like a big no-no.
Yeah.
Whereas, not that you're like, oh, I don't mind if I get injured post-show, but
But you do
you
think, yeah, you do almost have that in the back of your mind that like you don't have a show next week. You know what I mean? So you definitely are a little bit more relaxed, and you will attack sets a little bit more. Not that I wasn't training hard at the end of prep, etc., but more so just like you do take that extra bit of a risk here and there that you probably weren't taking before. But yeah, either way, I do think I'll benefit from it. Even just like mentally, at last, like you were saying, Matt, at the meetup, you were like I don't really want to train. I'm excited for 5 days off, and I feel the same. Like I'm not buzzing for my sessions recently because I'm just working around pain. Like I said, that leg session the other day took me like 4 hours. 2 hours of it was like just trying to find movements that weren't flaring up my quad, and it's like it's not very fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a few days off. I think I'm going to go up to Megan's, but it's not like 100% because she's still going to be training. So I might just have that a bit of time at home, and then maybe because the PCA Kettering this weekend is actually down from me, like it's down and across. So to go up to Megan's is then further to come to Kettering, but also I'm off the gym for a few days, so it might be quite nice to go up there for a few days. So we'll see. But
some cliffs in the Peak District.
luckily, I'm not getting ill. No, that'd probably be the worst thing for my injuries, mate. I think I just need to get more sleep, have a couple of baths, and get on top of some other stresses and stuff as well. I think will do me good.
Yeah, for sure. The travel, like the driving, is pretty nasty. That's what's made my left quad worse. Like with this illness, it's a bit frustrating because when I was on holiday in Croatia, I was doing one of the safety squat bar squats, and it felt very unstable. So I was like, I'm not going to load it up massively. Instead, I'm just going to try and sink it as much as possible and make it as hard as possible. And I think when I've sank it really, really low, I went into some sort of passive range, and it's just fucked something up. And that was what 2.5 weeks ago now, and that drive with my legs slightly bent the whole time just made it so much worse. So unfortunate, but I've got the physio booked, and I'm hoping they can help, and just hopefully time overall helps it as well. But we'll see. Just need to be sensible with it. I done a really, really short leg session today because my legs have felt so deflated. Like I can't not go in and do something. Like it really bothered me yesterday not being able to train, and it always bothers me when you're ill, and you can't train. It's frustrating, but even more so because I know my legs look terrible when I look at them right now. They get so flat so quickly when I get ill or when I don't train them as much. So went in just to top up and stuff, and I'm glad I got something done at least.
Yeah, I think like again with Noah, like Noah was messaging me about like yesterday and today about what he should do in terms of like trying to get over the illness, and I was like, mate, you need to get over it quicker so that you can get back to fat loss rather than trying to pursue fat loss whilst you're still ill. Like if you're like, oh, I'm feeling ill, but I'm gonna run trace carbs and do 15 to 20k steps, like no, you're just gonna delay the recovery process. Like eat some food, chill out, sleep, don't have a step goal. Sleep is literally the most powerful tool that you have when you're ill. Like, how many times have you had it where like you're that ill that you literally cannot do anything else but sleep, and then you're fine within like 2 days, like because you've literally had to take time off work. Like, I've had it in the past where I'm so ill that I'll message clients and be like, I'm really sorry, but like even looking at a screen, like I'm really really not well. I'll get back to everybody as soon as I can. You have a day of just sleeping. You sleep like 18 hours, and you're like, oh, I actually don't feel too bad now. Like, so yeah, like I always just say to clients, like, don't be trying to still pursue fat loss. Like, if you're actually ill, there's a difference between like, oh, I've got a bit of a sniffle, versus like, I feel pretty fucking shit. If you feel pretty fucking shit, listen to your body, rest up. Like, you're better off having 1-2 days away from training or steps or cardio or whatever it is that phase that you're in. 1-2 days off isn't going to kill you, like, and you're going to recover way quicker and get back to actually making progress way quicker.
I think every time
I haven't been crippled, I've still been doing 15k steps. Well, there's no way I was doing cardio. Like, I couldn't even breathe. It was like I tried to do vacuums in the morning and literally had an asthma attack. To be fair, I got rid of a load of phlegm, which is good. But
Thing is as well, like steps, you can do 15k steps without it being that demanding. You know what I mean? Like you can do 15k steps just doing like 2-3,000 here, 2-3,000 there, like being pretty active throughout the day, and you don't feel battered from it. But half an hour's cardio, like actively trying to get your heart rate up, you will just feel trashed. It's way more.
Especially with weather as well. Like going out for a walk and just taking it quite slow. I actually find makes me feel better as much as again I don't really want to be moving or doing a great deal just now. Like going outside, just getting some fresh air. It's nice and warm. Sweat it out a wee bit. I feel like that does help. I tried to do a bit of that yesterday, and I felt you just feel more positive for it. In a sense, like it might not actually do me massively well, but I feel significantly better mentally knowing that I've actually gone and done something because we're so used to always just moving and doing things and this and that. But when you stop and you do nothing, you just feel like shit. So yeah, try to give yourself a bit.
If you're well enough to want to go on a walk, then like yeah, 100%. But you know when you're that ill that you're literally like bedbound.
you like stand up and you're like, I need to lie down again.
Yeah, or you
This is
can't
the
even
thing I don't like being
stand
in
up,
the middle
like,
ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
middle grounds are not easy to deal with.
because if you're absolutely fucked, you just need to do nothing and sleep. But when you're in that middle ground, you're like, am I being a gimp by not training? Am I being a gimp by not going and getting steps in? Should I just do it or should I not? And then like you're in this horrible middle ground where it makes you feel worse mentally. If you know you're absolutely fucked and you know the best thing for you is to do nothing, you're happy doing it.
That's
But when
where
you're
I'd
in that
actually
middle ground,
say as well. Sorry, that's where I'd say it is good having a coach, because if you ask, like for example, like with you yesterday, Josh, you were like, oh, "Should I go and train legs?" And I was like, "Just update me after your nap." And then I was like, "No, don't go and train."
I
Like,
felt worse after it. You know.
yeah, like sometimes you do need that clarity or that sort of outside voice to just tell you what to do, so you're not having to have that decision in your head of like. And again, you boys, if you're ill, like if you're not that ill, you wouldn't even tell me. You know what I mean? If you weren't that ill, you wouldn't say anything. You'd just crack on. So you're obviously not well. Otherwise, you wouldn't even mention it. Like so, like when people do tell me, and it depends on the client, but more often than not, most of my clients aren't massive wimps. Most of my clients train really hard and stuff. So like, if they tell me that they don't feel well, they probably don't feel well, and like they're probably better off just resting. Like for them to even tell me, they're probably quite ill, because usually they just crack on.
Well, some people like want to get ill just so they can have a bit of time off of training, so they can.
Like at school back in the day.
Yeah. Oh no.
Do you ever have that just random mornings where you just like, I can't be fucked? I'd be like, I just don't feel well today.
I used to do that in retail when the sun was out. If
Yeah.
it was a sunny day, I'd be like, I'm not going in.
More so when a fucking Call of Duty or if FIFA comes out. Mama, I feel terrible.
I just had it. Mine was just like random days. Like it was never like for a reason. I had like I didn't do this, but people were like stories from lads at school that would like open up like tins of food, like you know like tins of food that they'd eaten the day before, and they'd just
What?
pour it in the toilet and be like, "Oh, I've been sick." Like they've thrown like beans and sausage in the toilet and gone, "Ah, I'm ill."
I used to always do it on transfer deadline day, and I'd watch the little yellow bit on Sky News at the bottom to give me a little update when someone's transferred. That'd be me. Sorry, boys. I did set an alarm, but I'm legit like wrapped up.
We said it was because you're not well. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah.
Should
And
we
Matt,
get questions? I've got quite a lot.
I think I
We
got
have it as a Q&A episode, and also, I guess we've kind of spoke about what to do when you're ill. Train when you're ill? Question mark! Exclamation mark! And Q&A episode.
Yes, perfect title. Need to get on might see if I can get on some normal thumbnails as well.
Yeah, can you stop just having that same one?
The wee AI versions of us that made no dead
Use
shorts.
GPT each time.
Yeah, I don't like how the Chat GPT ones look though. They all look like identical.
Well, then just literally use one of the photos from the podcast.
Just screenshot like now.
Yeah, and then put like a big bit over it.
Yeah.
Everyone, 3, 2, 1.
Right, are we doing questions then? Yeah.
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay, so opinion. Oh, this is actually a good one to start on. Opinion on natural athletes using tools to get lean, e.g., injectable L-carnitine and such.
fucking embarrassing. Embarrassing is what it is.
I think if you've taken L-carnitine, if you've injected L-carnitine, you're not that.
No.
No, to be fair, Noah is obviously maybe best to discuss his experience with it. People often have asked me as well, like, do you let your athletes use it? And I've always said, like, if somebody wants to, I will say, yeah, sure. Like, I'm not against you using it, but just be aware that, like, let's say there are going to be potential negative side effects from this, maybe a dodgy pin, maybe potentially in future if it was to be banned in certain doses. Again, they can't ban an amino acid, but they might be able to in a certain amount based on, there's other substances on the WADA prohibited list that are banned in X amount. They're not banned just in isolation, they're banned in excessive amount. So that's something that they potentially could do in future. But yeah, I mean, I'm not massively against it. I wouldn't say, no, you can't do it. It's wrong. I don't think it's necessary. I think for the pros probably don't outweigh the cons or potential cons. But yeah, Noah, go ahead.
I used L-carnitine for, I think it was 4 months until I stopped using it. And I really enjoyed it, but I was also just a lot more on my shit at the same time that I also used it. I feel like there was a moment I kind of sat down and I said, listen, if I'm going to start injecting myself every single morning, I need to make sure that I'm on my stuff. Like I don't need this, but if it's something that's like a little 1%, sure, I'll give it a go. But in turn, because I knew that I needed to not fuck around, my standards for everything else improved. So in turn, the results that I thought I was seeing from the L-carnitine were also better. I enjoyed it. I found that injecting was an exciting part of my day until it no longer was. Until it
Not
became
healthy.
until it became a bit
That's
of a
not a good sign.
yeah, it was a bit of a hassle. And then I ended up having like multiple dodgy pins to the point where it was just kind of suspended in the muscle as a lump, and then moving between delts each day and then trying to go back, my body was basically just rejecting the needle. And I just thought, you know what? It's not fucking worth it. I was in a lean enough composition that if I moved my shoulder, you could see some fucking lines coming through my delts. And with a cosmetic bump sticking out because of the L-carnitine, I just thought the last thing I want is to force a needle in here and try and do all this, that, and the other and make it just look shit for the small percentage improvements that it can make. Um, so it's not worth it, in my opinion, at that time, but I know that there was benefits that I did see from it. Um, I stopped using it a good 5 months ago now, and I've seen more progress in my physique just because I've nailed the basics, and I've nailed the basics for an extended period of time. I think other things like yohimbine, you hear stories of people taking yohimbine, and again, like it weakens your immune system. It's a bit dirty, but in terms of yohimbine, like there's traces of was it someone last year, and was it PCA? They took yohimbine, and then it came up with ostarine, and they get put off of the naturals list. So I
Yep.
think some of the laboratories that you can get yohimbine from can be a bit dodgy. I just don't feel like again like if you're an anxious individual, do you need your heart rate elevated and do you need to be put in a bit more be put in a bit more elevated position? Probably not. It's probably not going to do as much good for you. But there's a reason why like Finn, Matt, and Josh have done so well and look the way they do it because they've not really fucked around with these small little bits. Just crack on and just things take time.
I feel like these sort of things they're a hot topic for a certain amount of time. There was a point where it was like such a big thing, and everybody was asking about L-carnitine, and then it kind of goes quiet, and then everybody's asking about Retta, and then it goes a bit quiet, and then everybody's asking about the next thing, and it goes a bit quiet, and like essentially, like you just said, it doesn't. None of it outweighs just doing the fucking basics for years and being good at it. Like that is it. Like obviously these are all these things, they all are percentage, maybe 1% gained, and people can argue those 1% are what make the difference and they add up. And yeah, if you're already doing all the other shit. But if you're not, like then I wouldn't be worrying about those extra 1% or those potential gains that again could actually cause more negative in certain instances.
I think there's coaches out there that like, when they send over their startup plan, These are your training days. This is your food. This is what you're taking. Like a natural athlete, and like they don't even really say much. They're literally just like, "That's that. There you go." It's like they're kind of forced to take it. I think that's a bit of shit. I've seen that happen once or twice. Like the client doesn't really get much of a say in it, or it's like, "Oh, are you happy to run this?" And then the client's like, "Well, yeah, I think so." Just because their coach has told them and they kind of trust them. But
Well, however, like everybody's their own person. Like, no coach is going around their client's house and pinning them themselves. And if they are, what the
of
fuck?
course not.
You know what I mean? Like, if Tim was to say to me, "Mate, we're going to take this," and I didn't want to, I'd say, "No, we're not."
Yeah.
The
More,
morning,
more
the
so
morning
for,
of the morning of my show, they asked me if I wanted a suppository to help me go to the toilet, and I was like, "I'm all right, mate."
as
Like, you sure? It's like really good. I was like, I don't really mind if I don't have a show day shit. I'm not really that bothered. Like, I don't always have a shit before a training day, and sometimes I look great post workout. Like, I think on show days, people get so nervous. Like, I've not had a shit. I've not had a shit. I've not had a shit. It's like, do you really think that that's going to mean that's the difference between winning and losing?
the
Not
wee
having a shit.
baby sitting in you.
In classic, it might be.
It's the stress in your head. But
Yeah.
realistically, let's imagine you are somebody who maybe does go for a bowel movement every single morning. Then fair enough, it might be stressing you out that you haven't. But for me, I don't go for one every single morning, and definitely didn't throughout prep. So like, I wasn't thinking, "Oh my god, I have to go. What the fuck?" Whereas I know other people can be like that.
I remember I thought that before the BNBF show, but it was for a piss instead. It was like 2 minutes until I went on, like, I fucking really need a piss. And I was like, "Excuse me, mate, can I go for a piss? Like, how long?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm sure it was better to sprint like 50 metres to the toilet, force out a piss, and sprint 50 metres back, be out of breath to fucking then go on stage. And I was like, "No, but I need to get the pee out, man. I need to make sure that my
Nerves, isn't it? Like, yeah. I remember
some people just make retarded decisions."
my first show, the UKDFBA as a junior. I must have had like 3 shits whilst I was pumping up backstage. I was like literally just kept going back to the toilet, came back and went to the toilet again and came back. I was like, what's wrong with me? But I was just like, I didn't even really need a shit. It was just nerves of like, well, maybe I could have a shit.
You know, find your best stage looks always come after like diarrhea.
Oh, yeah,
Mine did.
Mine
Yeah,
did.
I woke up in the morning and I just did not have a waist. I took my shots and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'd
It's
shat
like
all over
all
Mate,
all
you were
the
stuck in
food
that
comes
toilet
out,
for
all the
so long.
liquid comes out,
the
like
Yeah.
everything. You're just empty.
Yeah, that was the actual worst night of my life.
Shrink wrap, but you also have no fullness.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was horrible. Like, I remember I lost my AirPods and I was like worrying about that a wee bit. And then I think, like, I'd had a good few showings, but I didn't know how it was going to go. And then I must have just been, like, slightly worried. I never massively felt, like, nervous or worried, but something might not have sat right. And no, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And I was running to the toilet and then shitting, just explosive diarrhea. Then I'd come back and lie in bed and I'd like fall asleep and just conked out and then I'd just wake up and be like, "Fuck, I need to go." Run to the toilet, come back, and it was from like 6 p.m. onwards. And I slept from 6 p.m. to like 6 a.m. I thought, like, I'm massively ill, I feel terrible. Took my check-in shots and I was like, "What the fuck?"
And then won the Heart of England overall.
Yeah, like everything was so, like, I was so dry, took away everything, added in a bit of food, started soaking up, and I was like, "This is the best look I've had." So if you want to land a good look on stage, do just shit yourself.
I've said
It was
before, I would
brilliant.
just like go around licking like McDonald's door handles and stuff, and
Yeah, yeah.
you'd be bang on.
Old crack laxatives.
Imagine that as a coach being like, right, mate. So 2 days out, get yourself to the nearest like school,
Most grim place ever.
nearest public toilet.
Perfect peak. Need to make a reel on it.
Right, whose question's next? Because that's from one question. Well, I don't think I'm going to get through many.
I've got current favourite meal of the day. Mine's is the wrap and chips. The OG.
It's probably been that for years, hasn't it?
Literally, mate, it's the only meal that has stayed in my meal plan complete the whole time for the past 4 years. Wrap and chips is the goat.
Noah? I know Noah's.
Salmon, rocket, and
Raw
sourdough.
salmon and rocket. Salmon.
The absolute best.
Going on to that. Finn, I'm gonna say Finn for you. Steak and sourdough and all that shit.
Dude, don't forget my dessert.
Oh, and then your sourdough with the whey, and then cinnamon, and then salt, and then everything, and it all needs to be perfect. And then
Wait, I hate myself for it, but that meal is so good. But I literally like every single day. To be fair, last night, because I went to see my sister in Nottingham last night, so I got back quite late, and I was like, I don't have time to make this meal as I usually would. So like, I just made it
Fine
quick.
instead.
No, I just made it quick. Like, I didn't have red onion with it. I didn't have salad. I didn't have veg. I literally had steak, egg, sourdough, and then sourdough and whey. Made it all together and just ate it. And I was like, right, I am becoming more normal. But like, on a normal day when I've got a bit of time in the evening, like if I've wrapped up work by let's say 7:30 or 8, and I've got that time to then make that last meal, like I do like making that last meal like bang on.
Nobody fucking talk to me. I just need to lock in here and
Yeah,
make
but
them.
I hate that. I hate that I am being like that.
Mm, I
I
could not.
remember like 3 months ago, you were like, "I'm only having the one whey flavor because I'm not making myself food
Wait,
focused."
I have.
You're like,
The way
yeah,
the
but
same.
you're still
But
food focused.
it doesn't
Doing
count
all
when you
that
have to get
shit.
it to the perfect consistency onto the sourdough and then drown it in cinnamon and then a little bit of salt and then put it on in a certain way.
That's something though. Jake Byers would call everyone so food focused ages ago if it was about like an off plan meal, for example, right?
Got my
Does
charger.
does food focus also, in your opinion, count if it's the food that you're on? You're just hyper.
Yeah, of course it
Yeah,
does.
because it's still food at the end of the day. But even if it wasn't, I don't even think I'm describing it properly.
No, I
But do
know
you know
what
what I
you mean.
mean,
I
Matt?
remember you saying before, like he
It's
was
like,
making
is
that
is
was food
food
focused.
focused like all food, or is it just like
Yeah,
off-brand food?
I think it's all food.
yeah,
Yeah,
everything.
I class food focus as like you.
like a hyperfixation on meals.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
spending time in your day thinking about like how you're going to make that next meal, and you're spending longer making the meal than you should do. You know what I mean? Like, I think appetite is different to that in terms of, oh, I'm hungry for my next meal. But if you're thinking like, oh, I could have this, I could change that, like, and spending more time throughout the day than you would be normally, you are more food focused. And like, I think for like now, I'm definitely not as much as I was, but like for that last meal, I just like to have like, no, I've worked hard throughout the whole day. I've been busy. I've been rushing around like as I always am. To then be able to like chill out a little bit with my last meal and actually like enjoy it. That can sometimes just be that what you look forward to at the end of the night. You know what I mean? Like that with like, oh, the football's on, sick. Like a meal that I enjoy and the football. It's more so like I won't even say it's food focused. It's like switch off from the day right at the end and relax before bed. That's what I'm trying to do. Not food focused. Right, Matt, what's
First
yours?
thing I came back to is I'm not food focused. I'm not. I swear I'm not.
mine. I honestly couldn't tell you mine 'cause I fucking love every single one of my meals. If there was sourdough in my first meal, I would probably say that. So egg whites, egg white omelette, spinach, a little bit of Thai sweet chili sauce, and then 2 whole eggs. But there's no sourdough, so probably
I'm gonna
just cream
say
of
for you
rice.
it's gonna be some form of cream of rice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can literally tell all of your
just
fucking.
because that's like my only sweet meal. Like, I think that's why it's so nice because I'm only having whey once.
Yeah.
So
I just don't really care too much, but I do like my wrap and chips.
This kind of is a carry-on question from that. Favorite post-show treat?
Who asked that? Are they in prep by any chance?
Mason Fitness.
Ah, okay.
Some
He's
promise?
post show.
no,
No, he competed like a week and a half ago. So he's getting some inspiration. Um,
does this have to be something that we've had?
no,
Could be whatever.
it does say
Had
favorite,
all ones.
but like, what do you think? Finn, you liked a wee dessert shop, didn't you?
That was last prep. This
Ah.
prep, I haven't eaten
That white.
anything off. Legit, yeah. To be fair, actually, that is. I'll say that the coffee.
Here we
Coffee
go.
date, a coffee date post show. That's what I've done all this prep. I literally went after each show. Maybe not after every single one, but after most shows, me and Megan would go for a Starbucks with like whoever out of my family had come, and I'd just get a coffee with some milk in it. So yeah, I
Would
honestly.
you not rather have a cookie pie?
Oh yeah, of course I would.
You never think about getting like a caramel frappuccino or something?
No,
Just
like
not up your street. That's the only coffee that I would get, but I would get it without coffee. The one for
That was
Starbucks.
whipped cream and caramel sauce, but
Yeah, that's all I'd get for Starbucks.
yeah, but coffee. I would say outside of that, last prep I did like an Oreo McFlurry.
That's an out there shout for Finn Kelly's an item from McDonald's.
Oreo McFlurry, and the funny thing is, I've
You
told
go
the story
love the
before,
McDonald's?
surely. The funny thing is when you type in Oreo on your phone, because obviously I type prep a lot more than Oreo, it corrects it to prep. So I messaged Reese saying had an Oreo McFlurry, and it came up saying had a prep McFlurry,
Oh, I do
and
remember
that
that.
was it. So it's just a prep McFlurry from now. If you have an Oreo, so you can have it whenever you want. It doesn't count as calories.
I can't imagine you going to McDonald's. You're so anti McDonald's. I remember in the ones you're in podcast, you're like, oh fuck that, fuck that. McDonald's, KFC, Burger King.
Yeah, like,
You
but
should
like
slate
for a meal, for a main meal, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna have an off-plan meal, I'm gonna have a McDonald's. What? But if you get like a McFlurry, or if you get a Crush'em from KFC, like they're banging.
forgot they existed. They're incredible.
Yeah,
Crushers.
the Milky Bar Crush'ems are insane.
Nah, I've only had the Oreo one before. I was debating with my client about this. Are we all in agreement that KFC is significantly better than McDonald's?
Yes.
yeah,
I don't know.
You'd
we'll
rather
have to find
KFC
out.
than- Yeah, why don't we try both of them?
Um, yeah, I don't know. I've not like in the past. So back in the day, my sister and her boyfriend used to go to McDonald's when like Monopoly was on, and that obviously I was literally a kid, and I'd go with them in the back of the little Ford KA that he had, and I'd get a Chicken Legend, and it was banging. Like Chicken Legend used to be insane.
I don't think they even do them anymore.
I don't know, mate. And then I'll be honest, I've never had a proper KFC. I say that I've had a boneless banquet, but I think in my experience, Chicken Legends that I used to get, I enjoyed more.
But KFC's better quality chicken as well.
I think if I was to do it now, I would probably say, yeah, I'd probably like
Yeah.
okay.
I went to McDonald's and got a like McChicken sandwich or something, and it wasn't chicken that was inside it. It was like somebody took a rubber from school and just fucking deep fried it. Like the consistency of it was so chewy, it was horrible. Whereas KFC, like you rip apart a wee chicken strip, fucking get that in, boom,
Yeah,
barbecue
that's
sauce.
The gravy as well.
Have you had the chips? Have you had the KFC within the past like year? They've leveled
No.
up the chips massively because the chips used to be guff.
I was about to say McDonald's takes them on chips.
I don't think so anymore. It used
Not
to be
anymore.
clear mile, but
Yeah.
KFC chips have got like a little bit of seasoning on them. They're nice and salty. Like they're kind of like skin-on fries, and they're
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I'm taking
Like
KFC.
Five Guys fries are banging. Five Guys, the chips are better than the burger. The Cajun
I think
fries.
Five Guys is overrated.
Five Guys is massively overrated, but the chips.
I agree. Five Guys is a good burger, but I just think like burgers as a whole overrated.
Burger.
Burger, purple burger alarm. I don't massively rate Five Guys. Casey and I used to go to Fat Hippo quite a lot.
That hippo's good.
Burger place, which is nice, but like if somebody said, "Do you want to go out for a burger?" Like, be one of the last
So
places.
funny how he says it there.
Burger.
It's literally like you're putting it on, saying it like that.
How do you say it?
Burger.
Burger.
Do you want to go for a burger?
Burger.
I don't think I sound like that.
Yeah, you do when you say burger. But yeah, I think KFC, to go back to that, is just clearing McDonald's by an absolute mile. And post-show, Noah, did you say what post-show treat you would go for?
I don't know. I mean, the first one I had quite a bit. The second one I had nothing, so I don't really know what the difference would be. Like-
You need to have crispy cremes, but only while you're walking around Asda.
Aye, there you go. That's the
You
one.
need to steal them and you need to walk around Asda and then loop, and then by the time you've got back to it, eat another one and then keep on
Is that what
going.
you did last time?
No, I told you, but I've spoken about this in the podcast. This wasn't the day post show, but I used to go into Asda and they'd have the Krispy Kreme display out. I'd put like 2 in a bag and then just start eating them walking around Asda, then crumpling up the bag and throwing the bag away. Getting myself a bottle of all water to quench my appetite.
To be fair, yeah, I think coffee for me this year.
That pizza we had after MBFI was good.
I like a
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was.
Napolitan style pizza. I feel like that's a good, like, relatively low calorie, enjoyable.
It was like thin,
Yeah,
very tomatoey, decent amount of cheese, but hit the
And that
spot.
was nice because you'd won. We had the trophy on the table. That was sick. That was when I said, Denver, and I was like, mate, you need to start posing coaches.
Yeah, I do remember that. And then
You were
you
like,
got
yeah,
pistachio cannoli, which is one of the best things I've ever eaten.
that was good.
are we into pistachio flavored shit?
Yeah, massively.
Yeah.
Well,
I
only if it is actually pistachio.
Huh?
Only if it actually tastes like pistachio. 'Cause the amount of pistachio things that just taste of marzipan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if it's actually pistachio, then yeah, it's banging.
Because like the whole
As a kid-
perform, like Dubai chocolate and stuff, just tastes like marzipan.
Yeah, I bet.
When I was a kid, it's like pure locked memory. Like I forgot even what a pistachio was, but when like I started seeing all this shit coming out, I was like, I remember just being a kid and like Christmas time, there's loads of nuts out, just cracking open the pistachios and just
Yeah.
whacking them in. They were brilliant, like a wee bit salty. So I was like, right, I'm gonna try this pistachio ice cream when I was in Milan, and it was shite, but like it is a very popular place and it's supposedly really, really accurate to their flavors, and everyone raves on about the pistachio ice cream, and I thought it was shit. So I don't know if I actually like pistachio flavored stuff, but Jake did get pistachio like butter, and I put it on my chicken and rice, and it was really nice. Like it was,
Pistachio nut butter is ridiculous.
yeah, it was pretty good. I can't lie, that was nice.
So
I don't know what I'd go for my post show treat. I'd say something with Nutella in it.
Crepe, that was yours, mate.
No, it wasn't because I was getting fucking force fed them to kind of like feed back up, and I just felt like I was gonna spew every time I had them.
Who are you, mate?
No.
I wasn't force feeding you them. I was saying
Yes, you
you've
were.
got you've got
Finn forces his clients.
You've got a Five Guys and a Nutella crepe.
what would I say? I'd give you like right. You got 2,000 calories for this high day. Have what you'd like. Because for you, I try and fill him up with a normal high day, and he just moans, "My digestion's fucked." So then I'm like, "Right, do you want an off-plan meal?" He's like, "Oh yeah."
Abdominals fit really well.
Nah, they seem to sit sound for the most part until I tried to add the crepe in as well, because I couldn't eat enough Five Guys chips. Like it was, I say I couldn't, I could have, but it was just uncomfortable. So I was like, I'll try and get dessert in alongside it to make it a lot easier. And I remember eating it and then just barely being able to stand up because I was so full. I was like, something needs to change here. So stopped the Nutella crepes, but I like the wee mini pancakes, the wee Dutch mini pancakes. Some Nutella on them. It's bussing. I also had a debate with Casey and Ben on holiday about Nutella versus Biscoff. What are we saying there?
Biscoff spunks all over Nutella.
I'm gonna say Biscoff.
Really?
So I'm gonna say Nutella. But if I had to eat one for the rest of my life, Nutella. If it's which one do you think tastes nicer? Biscoff.
I feel like there's been this whole, like in the past 2 years, this whole Biscoff trend that's blown the fuck up. Like Dubai chocolate or pistachio.
I was about to say, like with sweet stuff, it's everything's fucking pistachio or Biscoff. Everything on like a menu now is like hot honey or a smash burger.
Yeah.
It's just the same
Everything
shit.
has got hot honey on it.
Yeah, it's
It's
mental.
weird, like grungy kind of place, and all they do is burgers with hot honey with peanut butter and shit. Like, try to be different, but yeah, I just don't like the Biscoffy shit. I've never really been into it, but they are like fully set on it's significantly better than Nutella. But I've just never been into Biscoff that much. But it seems to be popular and it sells, so do what they want, eh?
Yeah, I think again it depends on what it is, and like Biscoff itself is nice, but like Biscoff flavored whey or whatever, like I just think that anything that's overly like it's just almost like overpowering or overly synthetic. It just tastes so artificial. Like I just think I'd
The
rather.
caramel biscuit perform as guff. I remember.
Like most of them are not all.
Caramel
of them.
biscuit trained by JP cream of rice though is not cough.
Good.
Yeah, I think it is. I think salted caramel is great, but caramel biscuit I don't like. I feel like caramel biscuit always has that artificial flavour. It's like cinnamon flavoured whey always tastes so artificial.
Blueberry flavored stuff is just straight artificial fucking slop as well. I did get asked while we're on the topic, Any ideas of a whey flavour that might sound weird but you think would actually be nice?
Peanut butter and barbecue sauce.
Fuck off.
Mate, honestly, I have it on my pre-meal, and it's banging. Peanut butter and barbecue sauce goes perfectly well together.
It's like the what was the one that performed on? It was like Thai green curry or something.
Honestly,
Although peanut butter and barbecue sauce, if I put that over my pre-workout meal instead of having chicken, like I had
your rice.
I had
mate, still have
rice
chicken.
and a
I don't.
no,
I
but I'm
don't,
having
don't
whey.
take away the protein serving.
But it's whey.
Yeah, I'm with Matt here because then you would have too much protein if you had the chicken and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It'd
but
be
I'm
like
not- oh right,
it'd be
okay.
like
Sorry. I'm thinking. Yeah, I get you.
Matt Kovacs used to have his sweet rice.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It
Yeah,
does-
you can do that.
I literally have, so my pre-workout meal is rice with chicken, dark chocolate. So the dark chocolate melts in the rice. Banana, peanut butter, cinnamon, and barbecue sauce.
He's not food focused at all.
Not food focused in the
Not.
slightest. I even have veg with it. I have carrot with it.
Yeah. I've got like 9 different ingredients so I can taste everything, but I'm not food
Yeah,
focused.
it's actually a really nice meal.
I don't know if is there like a maple syrup type of way? I feel like that would be really nice on like pancakes or French toast or something.
I think that's the one that just won, was it not? Out of those,
That isn't weird either, is it? Come
No,
on.
they did say that. Oh no, they did say weird. Sounds very weird, but actually nice. I'm just thinking about kind of ones that aren't already existing.
You've
What
got
else?
me thinking though. Like, what if there was like an actual chicken tikka masala whey that was just you just made it into a sauce and you
Yeah,
just put it over your rice?
But it needs to taste exactly like chicken tikka masala.
Yeah.
That would
And
be,
that's very-
for savoury meals, that would be incredible.
Did anyone try the curry one, the Perform product? Because if you put that over rice, I might be alright.
Yeah, I'd more so
Would it
just.
just be weird though? Would you just know that it's not curry sauce and it's whey, and then you'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
'Cause whenever I'm eating my whey, I don't try and think it's something else. I know it's whey.
oh, that'd be a good one, like proper Chinese curry sauce.
Yeah. But the consistency of it, like you would need to make it
Gravy?
into
Have they not done gravy?
No, I don't think so.
no.
Imagine gravy, yeah.
Maybe
Imagine
it's
putting
got-
that over.
All over your potatoes.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, maybe we need to do that.
Could
Collaboration.
you be onto something?
Why is it
Gravy.
necessary to think that?
Because it's fucking grim.
Because people would put it on their oats and go, "This is a fucking waste."
For savoury foods, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that Bristol stuff, I know it's Bristol, but that's like a powder into it before it gets.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
could make it the consistency. I don't know about the amino acids would maybe fuck it a bit, but there could definitely be something that might be able to.
I'm
Neil,
surprised they haven't brought out like savoury
I've
ways.
got one. I've got one. Because I have just had it in here. Chicken stock cube. You were saying, Noah, bestow like the gravy or
Yeah.
chicken stock cube over your chicken and rice. A wee bit extra protein. Save some money on chicken because it's extortionate. Big man bosh.
Yeah.
Easy.
Right, I'm going for a wee. Next question.
Has anyone got any?
Yeah, but my
I just done my last question there and I've not got my phone on me.
where are my questions going?
Right, might beat you to it. You got one?
Thoughts on the use of supplements to aid digestion of big meals, GDAs, and enzymes from Charlie Jellen.bb.
Depends if you're digesting them fine and you're sound and not having any issues. I don't feel the need to put them in. I know Finn was running GDAs with his high carb meals when he was feeding up. You can do so for peace of mind, in
Yeah.
a sense, but I don't think it's necessary. It wouldn't be. I don't say to my prep clients, right, make sure you get your GDAs ready for this high day. You know,
I would try it without, and then if you do have digestive issues, is it the food or is it just the quantity of?
yeah, I use GDAs in my high carb meals on my high days, but it's not life or death. Like I actually forgot to have it the day before I competed, and I ran. I was like, "Oh shit, I still need to get my GDA." And friends like me, it's clearly sat fine. Just
yeah.
you're cool. So I think they can be good if you realise that maybe you need a bit of help with your digestion, but they're not essential. Um, it also might be like if you can't pass your food through easy enough, not even just a case of is it getting down okay, but actually excreting the use of psyllium husk or something like that. I think that could be beneficial, but I also think you have to look at the food sources and what's working for you.
Yes, I agree.
I've I've only had one high on prep and the food's just gone, so it's probably not something that I'm gonna need.
You say you've had one high day on prep.
Yeah. Well,
Was
like
it?
my rest day high days were like 300.
Oh, okay.
What was the
No,
question?
I was just asking about the use of GDAs and like are they necessary pretty much. And we said no, they can be useful, but if you digest your food fine, if you don't have any issues, then you don't need to. Cool. Sweet. Favorite part of the bodybuilding process, whether that be training,
Eating
eating,
more.
high days. High days is my favorite part. The weekly off-plan meal.
The
Post-show
bushel
binge.
binge.
That is what it is for most people, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they just compete so they can fucking eat shit
Honestly.
afterwards. Yeah, be like the reels of people getting the coffee creams and then just straight down, bang in for there.
Even my sister was saying that yesterday. When I met my sister, she was like asking about show is, and I was saying to her like about like what it's like with food, and like she was like, "Well, can you not just eat what you want?" And I was like, "I am kind of eating what I want, and I just eat more of my normal food. I don't want to go crazy and eat loads of stuff because you know your appetite and your sort of hunger signaling is skewed and so on. You're in a position to just gain fat." But she was like, "When I'm at the shows, I just see people eating loads of donuts and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, that's because what most people fucking do it for. It's stupid."
Because they're retarded.
And even she was like, "It seemed really weird." I was like, "Yeah, it is. It's fucked." And she obviously has like no relation to bodybuilding in any way. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's not good. What is everyone's actual favourite part? Or was that the
Training.
true answer?
Going to Asda. No, the donuts. My favourite would be being a retard in the gym and doing some big heavy lifts. It's very fun.
I think maybe just getting a pump,
Mm.
just like the feeling of a pump.
Yeah, I'd
Come
say
on.
yeah, probably getting a pump and being able to see myself fuller. But that little, my pumps don't last long. Like it'll last like a good couple minutes, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is cool. Then by the time it gets round, it's gone. But either that or whenever you are in the off season, you're a tiny bit softer. The strength side of things, like
Yeah.
just performance.
I would just say as well, like, just the structure that it gives you day to day in terms of like meal times, training times, going to bed on time. Like, for me, that is the main thing. I think if obviously with work and stuff, you still have structure, but I think so many people don't have that purpose, and they're a bit lost in terms of all they do is they just go to work and they earn enough to just get by, and that's it. Whereas like, I feel like
Bodybuilding's like an anchor.
as a hobby, it gives you a lot in your life, a lot to focus on and put your energy into.
Yeah. Like, even if other things in your life are going a bit shit, you still have that structure to keep you grounded in a sense. And keep moving forwards. I always say to people, like, if I've got clients who went through a big breakup or they've had a family member pass away and they're very down, or just they're very down in general, you don't even need to have a reason to be down. Sometimes you just feel like that. I'm like, knuckle down on looking after yourself even more. Like, you'll be very thankful that you've done that in a month's time, 2 months' time, like when you feel a lot better again. But if you let bodybuilding go, if you're feeling a bit lost, even if it's again like post show blues and you feel a bit meh, like keep doing what you're doing and you'll be thankful that you've done so. Like if you can continue to be a good bodybuilder, you keep your head in a much better space. And I feel like a lot of people sometimes think that bodybuilding's the issue with that and they're like, oh, well, it's that that's made me feel like shit. But instead, keep on doing it, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on that kind of straight path, and before you know it, you will feel a lot better again. I am actually. I was saying on my one of my reels about post show, like, and just in general being able to enjoy yourself as well. Like bodybuilding doesn't need to be so robotic. I was speaking to Mancuso about it, and he was like, "I still travelled, I still done everything, It's like bodybuilding, you can still do that. A lot of people feel like they're not allowed to do so, or they won't progress as much. Like, obviously, it's a big part of bodybuilding routine and being in that same sort of space. But if you can still travel and everything, it does make it a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah.
For sure.
I've got a question. Best superpower / ability to have for bodybuilding?
Unlimited muscle gain.
Yeah, ability to put on muscle.
You know that shit that Flex Wheeler had, the
Myostatin.
myostatin thing. Yeah,
Yeah, like
imagine having that.
who's that Ruby L guy? I mean, it's not exactly placed him super high, but imagine just being that size. Pretty sick.
I feel like you'd almost need that paired with like crazy shape though, because like imagine just unlimited muscle, you just look shit. You just look
Yeah.
like a ball.
No, but you still train though. It's not like you just grow from walking. Like if you just do a couple of like lateral raises, you'll grow like 5 times as much.
Yeah.
Or imagine like being in a prep and still being able to put on a stupid amount of muscle.
Yeah, that would be good.
So just if we took gear,
Yeah, basically.
just if we hopped on.
Perfect, eh?
Yeah, that's the best
Ability
power
to
is being on gear.
ability to not get injured.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want and just have no consequence of it.
That would actually be sick. Imagine just being like, I'm just gonna fucking go for it, like no matter what. I'm gonna chuck 8 plates on a Smith squat, and like
You're guaranteed to be sound.
I'm not gonna get hurt no matter what. Even if I fail it, I'm not gonna get hurt. Even if I get crushed at the bottom, I'm not gonna get hurt.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a bit of a combination of everything would be ideal. My superpower is to just have everything.
yeah. So
That'd be perfect. Flipping that question that I got about the best part about bodybuilding, what's the worst part about bodybuilding?
fucking tanning and hair removal.
Yeah, shaving your arse. I would. That's my answer easily. Shaving for like an hour or two. Sat on a fucking weed stool in the shower. A few days before the show. Terrible. It's got to be my worst part. Or
Cardio.
cardio. Honestly, not a bad shout either, to be fair.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
I thought you were gonna say that straight away.
Just the fatigue, the dragginess. Like I fucking hate the feeling of like getting off my bed and then walking to the fucking toilet and it feels like I'm walking through mud. Like I don't like that feeling.
But this is what's so weird. I agree, but you could literally just stop prep. You know what I mean? Like I felt like that. Like, and I was like, fucking, hell, I hate this feeling. But you don't hate it enough to not keep going. You know what I mean? Like some people.
Yeah, but I hate the feeling of it, but I'm still gonna do it because
Yeah,
I
that's
want
what I
the
mean.
end goal.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like I was the exact same. All of us would be, but some people are like, "Oh, I just can't deal with this," and then that's what stops them getting in condition or that they give up on the prep. But like, it is weird that we hate that feeling, but we're still going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we could easily stop, no one's forcing us to do it.
Thing is, though, I'm a bodybuilder at the end of the day. I'm here to train and get big muscles. Like, I chose this because I don't want to run or don't want to do prolonged periods at like a slightly higher heart rate. Like, it's the opposite of what I want to do, cardio. So it is like,
Yeah.
I get you there. Yeah,
Just
eating
walk
food's the worst part. Shite. See if I could eat 2 meals a day. Fucking
The
brilliant.
best part. Imagine I could eat 10 meals a day.
Brilliant. Noah, worst part?
I was gonna say cardio. I've not done it in a year. I fucking hated it when I had it. See, trying to scrub off that bastard and tan that last week. That
Yeah.
not the hair removal was it was a bit of a pain in the hole. See, getting the little annoying bits, and I just looked like I was ill. It was just patches all over my neck, my face, my midsection. Fuck that.
Trying to think if there's any other ones. How bitchy and just annoying people can be, like on social media and shit.
That's not really bodybuilding. That's just
That's
people.
everything. Yeah.
Nah, but that's like the fitness and bodybuilding kind of scene. Sometimes I just see stuff and I'm just like,
Fuck
You
off.
get that in all aspects of life, though.
Yeah.
yeah, you do, don't you?
Any industry, you get people that want drama and people that are going to bullshit you and talk behind your back and
Yeah.
people.
Stupidly overly positive folk.
Aye.
Does my
Fake
fucking tits.
natties, man.
Aye.
Fake
Fuck
natties.
up.
Yeah. But again, you get fake people in all walks of life, don't you?
Yeah.
You see, Matt, did you see any Prosper Fitness reels? Fake
No,
That's
sure,
my
maybe.
favourite thing of
Oh,
bodybuilding.
Saw the good one Annie Games posted.
You know, I checked the insights. That's the best post that Annie Gaines has ever put out that's not been collaborated with any of us. Like, if it's a sole Annie Gaines post, that's one that's done the best.
Why didn't you collaborate?
Oh, true. Why don't I? Guys, thinking bio.
Accept this. Why'd you not accept that reel? Maybe we should do one and get one of us on it.
Yeah.
Put that on just all of our pages, all of us collaborate with each other.
Yeah, no, that's what you
Is that the reels you're wanting, boys?
time on.
Don't even show Prosper in it as well, just make it
Just
a
do
white
the
screen.
completely
A
white.
white screen afterwards. Oh, brilliant. Like Casey and she didn't find it funny in the slightest. Like, you clearly are just not, you're not intellectual enough for this, you know?
Oh, it was so funny. Me and we were wetting ourselves, and when I went up to Finn's room, he's like, what are you laughing at?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll have to show you when you come down." And we showed Meg, and Meg had the straightest face you could ever imagine. I just don't know if maybe she got the humour of it, but the way that me and Josh were pissing ourselves that morning.
I found it funny because you guys found it funny. I think if I'd have found it on my own, I would have been like, but I wouldn't have been laughing like you were.
Maybe it would have been the same with me, but it's because we were sat next to each other on the sofa. I'm sat trying to work, and then you showed me one of them, and then as you kept scrolling, they just kept getting whiter and whiter until there was just nothing. Hilarious, But yeah, that's us at an hour, nearly. Can we wrap up there? Have we got any more good questions?
Yeah, I've just screenshotted
I've got
mine.
one.
I've got quite a few. Go on yours then, Matt. We'll finish on Matt's and then we'll cover mine again next week.
This is from the leanest man alive, Kieran. What was the best school lunchbox snack, and why was it a Harvest Chewy bar? That's unlocked like a core memory for me.
I don't think I've ever had one of those.
Mate, they were incredible. I completely forgot they existed.
It's chewy bar.
They were in like the red packaging. Let me get a photo of it.
I never had one.
I used to have the white chocolate one or the toffee one.
So this is just school lunches in general.
No, like if you got home lunches, packed lunches, what was the best little snack that you got? I think for me it was the Animal Kingdom biscuits, like with the chocolate back, and it was like the small animals on it. It was either I never had those.
I've never even heard of that.
Mate, I had them every fucking day.
I think I had the Tesco home brand versions,
Nice.
and they were decent. Yeah, they were good actually. The Tesco versions of them.
I used to get, here's my love of Nutella again, but you know it would have like the wee dip sticks in them, like the wee breadsticks, and it had the wee
Yeah.
Nutella, and then you straight in there.
Gold?
Did I ever have those gold
Gold
bars?
bars are insane.
No.
They were my thing.
Have you ever seen Geo bars?
GEO or what?
Yeah, GEO bars. Can you look them up? See if they come up.
I
It
don't
was like
trust you. I don't.
it was like a nut and raisin one.
It's going to come up that I don't know what it means.
That's it.
I've
I
seen
used-
them, yeah.
I used to love a Geo bar, but
Did anyone have soggy biscuit and then I'd type it in and then
Anyone have blue waffles? Just me.
I used to have the strawberry Alpen bars when I was younger.
that sums you up, mate.
They were goated. I liked them.
I was
It
your
was a
digestion fucked.
A healthy option. So it got me absolutely ripped.
Yeah, gold bars were the one. That's what if you say that my thoughts on school snack is just gold bar.
But what about like if you went and got the school lunch? What was your favourite dessert then?
Never did, mate.
Never did.
oh, but school slice. with like
Yeah, yeah.
white icing and sprinkles
Cake
on
with
it.
custard on it as well, mate. They used to do like there was the
Is
wee
this
green. You could get a green bowl, a blue bowl, or a red bowl, and it would have cake with some custard on it, and it was warm custard. You'd get a bit of the cake into that.
is this primary school or secondary school?
Primary school.
Primary and
So,
secondary.
so primary, I never had like school dinners, but secondary school now and again. To be fair, I'd get like they did have desserts. They had this like chocolate. It wasn't like a brownie, but it was almost like a crusty chocolate brownie. Oh, it was incredible. So
I
good.
just remember having those like it was like the Frosties things. It was like
Yeah,
Frosties all like clumped together, but it was covered in chocolate, and it was
Mhm.
held together by chocolate. It was just chocolate Frosties.
healthy.
They
Healthy
were
for
insane.
schools. I remember they used to do just like you just get cookies, muffins. Um, I don't know if they done school cake in high school as well.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
you get it like on a Friday with the fish and chips. But I
What
feel like
was
high
your
schools,
favourite school lunch in general? Finn, you got them the in high school?
Not
There was,
really. If I did ham and cheese panini,
Oh, yeah.
did
Why
you
were
ever
they
used
so
to get
good?
the pizzinis or something, whatever they were called?
no. We used to have Pasta King.
You did know?
yeah, I know what a pizzini is. I know what a pasta king is as well. Yeah, the
Yeah.
pizzinis were like fucking crack. The pasta kings were good though, but the real lunch that you'd get, because I feel like in high school no one really got school lunches. Like you got your own stuff from the shops. There was an Italian round the corner called Marco's. You'd go in with a pound and you'd get a quarter slice of pizza crunch, it's a deep fried pizza, for 60p, and you'd get a cup of chicken noodles for 40p, and
Oh,
then you'd get that for a pound, and it was incredible. Deep fried pizza and noodles for a lunch.
That's
pizza
messed up
crunch
for,
chips
for a
and
quick.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was impeccable. Or a curry coconut noodle.
Well, it was a chicken coconut noodle. I
Nah,
got you could
curry
pick
was
you could pick one of the two.
yeah, the chicken was just straight sperm. Like it just tasted so
Exactly.
brilliant, man.
Fucking hold the quarter crunch. Give me two.
So salty and just like plasticky. Wasn't it very nice? Whereas the curry ones were just curry and plasticky, but they slapped. Well, that does.
Yeah, good place to end it on.
Spunky noodles. Brilliant. Right, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We do appreciate it. Please do like, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, turn on the notifications. 5-star as well. Sharing your stories if you can. It's appreciated as always. And yeah, that's all. See you in the next one.